Cannabis has always been expensive, with New Jersey products among the most pricey. Cannabis's goal is to help normalize cannabis as medicine, says co-founder and president Don Parisi. What's happening with Trenton is so profound that, to our knowledge, it is the first time in U.S. history that an employer who is not already in the cannabis industry is offering to make cannabis accessible as an employee benefit, Parisi said. So this is not only a local milestone, it is likely a first in national history. The collaboration is between Aetna, the insurance carrier, Leafwell, a telehealth company, and Broadreach Medical Resources, a pharmacy benefits manager. Medical cannabis has to resemble healthcare from all aspects, said Agos. This is what this collaboration will do. It's seamless. You will not feel any different from going to get an antibiotic versus cannabis, except your access point will be a dispensary. Signing up for Cannabis will save patients at least 15% off the regular price. So a quick look at menu prices for an eighth of an ounce range from $36 to $70 for medical patients who already get a 15% discount from the price charged to non-patients. That totals 30% off for Cannabis members. Founder and president of Safe Access, Steph Scherer, welcomed the news, calling it really exciting. We've seen this with other alternative care discounts for chiropractic services and acupuncture. Now the model is being accepted for cannabis, Scherer says. One woman on disability took a second job mowing lawns to cover her cannabis costs. She broke her arm and wondered if we could help her find discounted cannabis. The needs of the medical cannabis patient have definitely taken a back seat to recreational consumers, Scherer said. Dispensaries stock fewer products that patients want. Patients and adult consumers want something very different from the plant, she added. The last thing you want as a patient is to search for something new if you found something that works. Ann Davis, an attorney and Cannabis board vice chairman, is among the patient testimonials. She's used cannabis exclusively for 11 years to manage muscle spasticity and fatigue from multiple sclerosis. Cannabis has helped her avoid the side effects of pharmaceutical drugs. I've had great success across the board. For me, I use it every night before bed, Davis said. I can't stress enough how valuable it has been. Cannabis remains illegal under federal law, even as the Biden administration has begun the preliminary work of rescheduling. Keeping cannabis a Schedule I drug has not only prevented clinical trials, it has reinforced the stigma that persists among physicians. Wanting to learn more about medical cannabis, one patient asked her doctor. He said, I have no idea. I can't advise you, explained the patient, but we are at an inflection point. The discussion of rescheduling is opening the minds of practitioners and patients alike. Cannabis helps deliver discounts to patients from dispensaries in Delaware, Washington, D.C., Maryland, Massachusetts, New Mexico, and New York. Bringing the health insurance model to these states is part of the plan, Agos said. So this is an interesting way of normalizing cannabis. Will Californians adopt this approach? Could accepting insurance be the way dispensaries survive? What are your thoughts? This is Dr. Jean Talleyrand with Hyatt 9 News.
This is some great news, Dr. T. We just keep on getting more and more stories with these positive medical discoveries, when we've all known anecdotally for years that this stuff is working.
Jason, you're going to have to find another comment for after all of these, because you keep saying the more and more stories we find, the more
I like.
Are we gonna get copay weed? Are we gonna be able to get copays for weed? That would be dope, man. Go get me a sack for $10.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're in a high deductible plan. You blow through that 6 racks, and guess what?
That would be the most amazing
Let's
thing
go,
if
baby.
insurance paid for cannabis. I'd probably smoke more.
Do you think that they're going to certain meds are controlled, and you can only get so much once a month? You think they're going to cap it? like at once a month?
That's when you say stop.
Like,
that's when you say stop the cap, Rico.
I mean, there were patients in Colorado that were able to get their insurance to reimburse with certain plans. So, I mean, I don't know if they were going to cap it. I think it would definitely be helpful to, especially for families who are struggling to get by and to get their children or whomever the medicine they need. I think it would definitely be helpful for the insurance companies to step up and take some of this burden on.
Well, the incentive for Aetna, the insurance company here, is that if they're insuring a patient, especially like that patient with MS, rather than paying for expensive drugs, they have to pay for cannabis. They probably are saving a lot of money with it. So I don't see them needing to cap it unless it's a financial decision. And it sounds
I love that. I have Aetna, and I hope they bring that shit to California, man. I might stay. stay.
You know who's not going to like that? Big Pharma's not going to like that. And I want to see what happens when Big Pharma and the insurance companies are now going toe-to-toe, because the pharmaceutical companies are putting out these drugs that are so expensive that, you know, the insurance carriers are like, nope, we're not covering that. It's not formulary. It's not whatever. Like, you can't get this. You have to try X number of, you know, generic subpar drugs first before we'll approve this one for you. So maybe we've created a war that needed to happen a long time ago for overall healthcare costs in the United States.
Well, they got to deal with Mr. Maha himself now, though. They got to deal with the RFK Jr. So that's a positive, right?
Yeah.
Hey, promise
I
made,
think
promise
so.
kept, Rico.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If he's gonna be in charge, he's gonna protect us all, right?
You know who's not gonna like this? His promises. It's true.
All right, 9:48, moving right along. Dr. Mark, did you have anything?
Oh
my God. Wrong one. There it is.
You guys are tripping.
Dr. Mark is not going to opine.
Nothing.
We go to the commercial break.
All right, we're gonna go to a commercial. We're gonna be right back.